Shortcuts, like I say, can be helpful sometimes, but it's still good to know everything in the process, the steps that are need, the let's say old-fashioned way of doing things. How y'all doing out there again? Freddie Cozy checking in. Hope everything going well with everybody as always. Everybody on the up and up. Ah, long day. Today, the topic I had on my head today was shortcuts. You know, hopefully I say something similar that I'm pretty sure everybody probably experienced. Uh, for those in school or probably who went out, done with school, in class, you have like that good teacher, the teacher that everybody liked. But but during that while, they let you use the book or and not so strict, they kind of lenient on you doing your lesson, getting your work done, and want you to get the best grade, but you say like you are the one, or the one where that little bit of help helps you out in a good little bit, what the teacher or whatever you're doing, person in charge, give that leniency on getting work done or whatever like that. But but you have certain people, likely those who like cheating and things like that, even though the teacher's giving all this leniency and everything, but they still want to cheat or not do their work on their own, what they are given, like I say, the teacher is lenient and everything. He try to help that person, but but say a few people, they start not trying to learn the stuff or do what learn what they need to learn, and start trying to get over, in class, over the teacher, and eventually where he was like lenient and everything, with people, the ones who like, took advantage of what he gave them or being lenient, who studied, and, who took notes, and that he gave or she gave for you to do, but after a while, that teacher, after you see that a lot of folk probably, like I say, were cheating or not, or he or she felt that they were really getting over, then the teacher ended up saying, stop being lenient on everybody. Then, everybody has those who was, like I say, were taking the opportunity, and not cheating and, taking what he gave or she gave, and to get the work done. But because of a few, caused that good teacher to stop, with all the stuff they was given, because a few people, decided not to do anything, and try to get stuff done the quickest possible or take shortcuts, the quicker shortcuts, as in a shortcut being cheating, and things like that, copying off other people's work and things like that. That's in school way, but also I want to kind of go this way too, as in school, but it can also go as, in your business or a place of work. That same thing can happen where, the teacher, or that case, the teacher, the boss or the person in charge, catch up with that. Those who, trying to get things done quick or trying to, what's the word? Get over on them or try to slack up on the work. Doing things like, I can't think of the word what I want to say. Doing things just to get by. Instead of just getting to work, getting the job done like it should be. And like I say, just like in that scenario, the first one, it can hurt everybody else who is about doing the work, need that little leniency, maybe that sometimes, some people, need little extra help on certain things, because they just can't get it done. Or, what I'm saying, some people's situations are different than others, but they was trying, but like I say, but those few people, cause that boss person, that boss man to just cut out everything so that don't make them look bad or or hurt them in a certain way because they trying to help somebody else, but it could be detrimental to them. They have to hold back, because like I say, they don't want to get in trouble themselves, there's a lot of people that mess up things, mess up things for everybody because of how they are, being lazy and trying to get over on people and, not willing to do what it takes, and always all the time trying to see how the quickest way to get something done or things like that. The quickest way to get things done, the fastest way to get things done, can cause, mess it up for everybody. Just like I said, that first example, it can mess it up for everybody in the class. With a few not trying to really get over on people and not want to do anything but the fastest way, and the shortest cut so they can do something else. A lot of people like that, that's what they look for. What's the quickest way? What's the shortcut? But in those times, certain shortcuts, you have to watch that, or you don't want to be, you don't want to be doing something all the time and not knowing something thorough, just like in class, just like when the test time come, if you ain't did nothing, the teacher ain't brought you so far, but when it comes to those standardized tests, those big tests, and you don't know nothing, that's why all those shortcuts and cheating and stuff come to play, catch up with you. It's a lot of that, things in life, if you don't watch what you're doing, you slacking off, it can catch up with you one day, and you still have to deal with it, you know what I'm saying? But I hope I said something to make you think, when you do shortcuts, sometimes it's hurting you in a way, but also it can cause other people to get hurt in the process too, that are kind of innocent, and, probably needing some assistance where they were either getting it, like I say, back in school, from the teacher or from the boss man. They need that assistance, but a few people or one person can mess up stuff, helping somebody. If you don't need the help, think about somebody else. Like I say, there's a lot of that, people don't think about nobody else, they're all about themselves, selfish, all about me, and that's not a good thing to be. You should care about your fellow man, think about your fellow man, but I hope I gave you something to think about. That was on my mind, shortcuts can be a help or to sometimes, but if you keep, not trying to learn what you need to learn thoroughly, how would I say, sometimes, like even with, say, using a computer, You know, sometimes you can use shortcuts versus going through the whole steps to do it. You can just slip through it, but it's, sometimes it's good, to know the whole process, still, and practice that. Sometimes go back to it, shortcuts, like I say, can be helpful sometimes, but it's still good to know everything in the process, the steps that are need, the what's the old-fashioned way of doing things. Sometimes it's good to do. The old-fashioned is still good, in certain things. It's good to know everything, man. It's good to revert back to those old steps, like computers, But if everything on the computer, you know what I'm saying, the electricity go out, you ain't got no backup system, it's still. But if you got it written down, you can go back, revert back to it if you ever need something. So, like I say, sometimes the old-fashioned way, is still good versus the shortcuts all the time. Even with life, I'm just, life sometimes the old-fashioned way, it works. Shortcuts, and not always, in some cases, shortcuts, it ain't no shortcuts. You just got to do it the old-fashioned way. Because if you try shortcut, they ain't going to work. It'll probably be some detrimental to you, too. If you try, you may lose everything. But anyway, man, I hope I made you think, man. I just had that on my mind. I said I'd get it off and do my weekly video. So I hope y'all got some out of it. Freddie calls it. As I say, always be safe. And I'll see y'all the next go round. Peace out.